Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4 Equestria at War once again. We're playing on version Windmill 1.2.2 and we're going to be starting up a new campaign here. So I am going to be playing the tricolor, even though it's two-color, Griffonian Republic. We're going to skip over the brief history now because of the new way that the introductions work. No historical AI focuses because that's when the fun stuff happens. And let's just hop right in. I have not played any test games in the Griffonian Republic since... Well, I did try to do a test game, but the focus tree wasn't finished yet, so I'm not 100% sure what I have to expect here other than what I have observed when playing other campaigns. Let's do the intro here. For 2.5 centuries, the Griffonian Republic ruled the Griffin race in its oppressive claws. That would be this kind of a burnt orange here. You see it says Griffonian Empire, and then around it are its vassals. It grew decadent even as new ideas and new technology flooded the continent. The common Griffins began to cry out for liberty and justice. In the year of 978, they took matters into their own hands and marched on the imperial capital Griffenheim. Kamersaki, an imperial army officer and revolutionary sympathizer, so this guy, rallied some of the forces of the capital alongside the people, storming the palace and declaring the new Griffonian Republic as the emperor and nobility fled. This strike at the heart of the empire dealt a decisive blow as across the continent countries seceded one after the other. Liberty, prosperity, and democracy would soon be the right of all Griffins. However, it was not to be. The emperor and nobility rallied, driving us out of the capital and empire. Our movement, a collection of outcasts, idealists, revolutionaries, and loyal soldiers, were forced to make a long march into the cold north. The situation is grim. We are in a strange land, low on supplies, guns, and food. The army grows unruly. Bandits plunder the countryside. But the Republican dream burns in our hearts, lighting up this cold north. Griffins across the continent share our dream of liberty. We shall rebuild, we shall take back Griffenheim, and we shall ensure liberty, prosperity, and democracy for all. So that's who we are, these guys up here. Let's check out the region. Basically, there's very low industry and infrastructure in the northern part of the continent, although we are considered to be the strongest nation there, although we're going to have some problems internally, at least from what I've observed. The problem is going to be when the Griffonian Empire becomes strong enough to come north. I don't know how we're going to deal with that just yet. And then, of course, the new mechanics, new resources, crystals, magical equipment, racial technology, the way that nukes work. They're much stronger now, but they consume crystals to build the nuclear bombs, and Operation Paperclip for when we conquer other areas. There's the changelog. Okay, let's just hop into it now. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so where do I want to start? I guess let's get our army assembled first, and I don't know, we'll put some of you over here next to the Sunstriker clan, because I think the Sunstriker clan has access to border skirmishes. On the other hand, you know what, let's just run them up here in the middle of the continent for right now. We've got, okay, thank goodness, we at least get 3 slots to work with at the beginning. Let's try to work a little bit on our industry if we can. Plus 100% research time. We've got some really bad effects hitting us. So, first thing you should do is, if you're not playing a major country, is you actually should come down here to development. So we actually do not have the developed science base. We have the substantial science base, which increases research time by 30%, although it does give us a little bit more daily political power each day. And I don't think we're allowed to switch. Yeah, we're not allowed to switch over to the developed science base because we do not own any of the cities that are required for that. Maybe there's a focus for that if we're lucky. Also, instead of a modern society, we have an outdated industrial sector, which is giving us some 10% negative to lots of things like factory output and research time. Okay, national spirits, Republican struggle. We have better attack and defense on our core territory, and slightly improved recruitable population factor, and we get bonuses against the Griffonian Empire. Okay. Mass illiteracy, pretty much the whole continent suffers from that, but that's really hurting our research time. We suffer from poverty, which is lowering our monthly population, increased consumer goods, increased research time. Damn, this is really bad. Complete chaos after our republic was defeated by the treacherous Imperials. We were forced to march all the way north where the overstretched empire could not reach us. Battered but not broken, the Republican Army is in need of everything: supplies, guns, and the most mundane things. Without the establishment of a proper state and without proper control over our new territory, we will not be able to use the resources in the country. Even worse, the local citizens might lose faith in the Republic if we fail to properly consolidate our government. We have an unruly army, so we have no war support right now because of this. It's minus 50% there. The army we have inherited is the remnant of the old republic, along with the hopefuls, idealists, and outcasts from the old empire. However, due to our previous inaction, the army's morale has plummeted, and some units have resorted to plundering and mutiny. This completely destroys our ability to wage any sort of military campaign and hurts the respect the citizens have for the government. The soldiers and their opportunistic generals must be brought back in line before the army completely disintegrates, leaving the country defenseless. Also, we have Harmonist sympathies as the president-marshal, because yeah, he was somebody who believed in the Republic, although we are technically non-aligned right now because basically he's trying to rule the country, but he's accepting of Harmonist, aka democratic, mostly democratic, diplomacy. And we have a risk of famine, which I never know what that means. I've never seen that trigger anywhere in any mod. Okay, so it looks like this is our land, navy, and air tree. The tricky part is down here. We have a very, very long vertical section of the tree that has different branches and abilities. We're going to probably be, obviously we're going to be spending most of our time dealing with this section of the tree. And we have to decide at some point between grand battle plan, superior firepower, and mass assault, as well as quality over quantity or not. Amnesty programs, born to die, creeping barrages, perfect organization. I don't know, chaos in the countryside, it's just going to take 7 days, and it's immediately going to plunge us down with minus 100 political power. Well, I want to start getting rid of tons of these national spirits, and unless the unruly army can be dealt with in the military tree, I think we're going to have to live with it for a pretty long time. Okay. Let's see here. We've got Cloudberry down here as our capital. Let's get some infrastructure over there. We're going to need convoys, submarines. Goodness, we just have no resources, do we? Let's just focus on the steel for right now. Okay. Now, as far as this stuff is concerned, we've got a lot of infantry. Okay, so it's basically infantry. Okay, obviously our president-marshal must be the field marshal, right? Yep, there he is. He's a war hero, a logistics wizard, and charismatic. You're damn right he's charismatic. Awesome. Okay. And we're not allowed to take any of this stuff until we have either completed a new army or crisis averted. Here's crisis averted. Here's a new army. So if I do a new army, I can open it up quicker. Alright, take action. 21 days. The Republican dream is not forgotten. We must cling on to our principles and do our best to reform the nation. Okay, so we've got reform the military or placate the generals. I think if I reform the military, we're going to have a civil war on our hands. Max planning. You see, over here, though, we just take a bunch of negative effects, it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Modify unruly army. The invention of Beakley. A simple school griffin has come up with a completely new way of writing down Griffonian using new methods of printing. Oh. Beakley? Oh, it's Braille. Yeah. Okay, so somebody invented Braille. Is that going to help with the mass illiteracy? All the blind people who can't read? I don't imagine that there's a real... Unless there... Is there a really disproportionate amount of blind people? If not, I don't think it's going to help me too much. But okay, set standards, president's speech, sack the commanders. We're going to get new generals. Okay, so it looks like... Okay, it looks like if I go left, I get bonuses, but I'm sure that it leads to a war, a civil war. Remove national spirit, unruly army. Armies of Rosewing and Suntail seem to be the problems. For here we sack Rosewing and Suntail. So these guys are problems. Let me see here. They're the only two generals I've got. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I think reforming the military, yeah, our military has held on to too much local power for long enough, no more. An effort to reform and rehabilitate our military staff will hopefully stop these practices and prevent further escalation. Alright. Maybe I could just use some political, no, I'm already in the gutter with the political power. I was gonna say I could just hire a new commander to work with, but let's reform the army now. When can I get rid of the illiteracy? That's the thing I hate the most. NR or EI, literacy campaign, new schools. Okay, so there's focuses. It's 3 focuses in a row I have to take it. This isn't like the Griffonian Empire where I take 1 focus and then I can't control how quickly it happens. It just happens over time. Okay, so enforce martial law. So the next thing I'm going to have to figure out at some point is, do I enforce martial law or do I get a working government? If I go martial law, I'll gradually remove complete chaos national spirit, but I can also do that over here. Pacifying the countryside looks like it's faster. Secure countryside's faster. Reduce national spirit, remove national spirit risk of famine, which I don't even know what it does, but it's probably not good. Okay, so do I go democratic or do I start to go fascist? Yeah. Now we're gonna try to build on the dream. Okay, so I think we're gonna try to go democratic. Eventually we come down here to a new dawn. How long does it take to, let's see here, we go finish the revolution, get goal against the Griffonian Empire? Well, not all of these are 70 days. In fact, we got like 20 days, 42 days, 56 days, 49 days. Okay, so this might look much bigger than it actually is, but we need to be ready for when the time comes. Something just happened over there with the Sunstriker clan. I think they just went fascist. Erevar Sunstriker is now in charge. Building a military factory. There's no sense in increasing the popularity of the Harmonious right now. War stability and war support could be good. Needs all of these, whereas this just needs the military. Sack the commanders. Let's hold off on that. Down here we got some new generals. I wanna let's see. We're gonna have to go through all of these areas here. Let's go get those new generals. Wingbardian Civil War. Oh, well, we might have communists down here in Wingbardi. Antonino Proletario has started it. They just about always win the Civil War. The people are behind them, so they've got more divisions and whatnot. Can this Civil War end before the Prywin one does? That'd be kind of funny. It's like, geez, what's your problem, Prywin? Of course, these two are probably going to ally. So we've got that to look forward to. Now we want, okay, good. It looks like the revolution is going to happen. We want that to happen because then we could probably ally with them and try to squeeze the Griffonian Empire between us. And of course, it's always fun. What are they doing? They're going fascist. They seem to be doing this a lot more lately. But I hope that they don't go to answer the fatherland's call. We want to see them fight for independence because that's going to be fun. Alright. We're making 1 plane a month. On second thought, this could wait. We've already got some bit of a plane. The GRS Imperative new destroyer models has gone missing after failing to report in while on maneuver. After realizing the destroyer was lost, our naval group was scrambling to search for the vessel. After a full 12 hours of fruitless searching, the destroyer appeared again, gliding out of thick fog. It was first thought the report was a fake, as the position of the destroyer was well out of the area it could have possibly traveled in that time, yet there it was. Even stranger, it was discovered afterwards that the destroyer was completely unmanned on arrival. The entire crew had been reported missing, and the ship had been quarantined for further scientific and magical analysis. It's a ghost ship, you say? That's weird. It comes from a lake. Reports have come in of a strange sighting from Lake Finfear. Apparently, a group of local youths were having a party at the edge of a lake when a black figure rose from the depths of the water. They allege to have been attacked, and while authorities have officially disregarded the incident as just some teenagers experimenting with hallucinogens, sightings of the creature have increased. In fact, it's become a bit of a tourist attraction. Any concrete evidence of the creature's existence, however, has not been found. Someone will make money out of this. So what's going on? There's like a bunch of supernatural events here in the north or something? I'm not familiar with what is happening here. Alright, we gotta dig ourselves out of this infantry equipment hole as quickly as possible. Of course, I'm about to make things worse by switching to infantry equipment 1, but damn, we've just got so many bad effects. Alright, yeah, okay, so Prywin did finish things up before the commune did. And then they immediately hopped into another war. Alright, we're just gonna try to keep this province area secure around our capital. So yeah, Prywin's getting immediately into it with the Blackrock bandits. 419, that's crazy. Alright, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I need to pick which one of these paths I'm gonna go down also at some point. No. Damn. This is rough. Look at that, everybody. We're down to 99% additional time. Okay, max planning, more army experience gain. Yeah. Let's get that. 0.38 a day. Do I have a silent bird? Has completed focus, a pragmatic cabinet. Heinrich Kingfeather is not current leader. Wait. A Perfeatherian affair. Secretary of Defense is having an affair with a prostitute. The prostitute is also known to be sleeping with another Griffin who's a spy for the Communist Revolutionary Front. Might be state secrets going through. Jackson Petherain denies any claims of ill conduct, but tendered his resignation to the president. In his leaving speech from the Senate, he regretted the loss of confidence in him and spoke of a desire to spend more time with family. How embarrassing. Wow. So we got a secretary sleeping with a prostitute who's sleeping with a communist spy. Goodness gracious. Okay, so it looks like Sunglider and Kingfeather could be potential country leaders. And which one I have available to me depends on which cabinet I pick. So I can go pragmatic. Where's that? Here we go. Pragmatic cabinet or idealistic cabinet. So pragmatic is non-aligned, idealistic is harmonic. Idealistic gives me access to war industrialist, pragmatic gives me political power gain and civilian stuff. They both take 14 days. Well, either way, I'm a long way off from that. And I am gonna try to do the democratic stuff. We'll see what happens. I've got resources in the north, but that's about it. Let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, first graduates of our academy are now ready to take up their posts. No longer will the old guard dominate our staff. A new generation shall take up the torch. Good. Okay, so let's try to remember Rosewing and Suntail are the ones I don't want. What's happening in the rest of the world? Frontier got established out here. Is dispersed industry a good idea, or should I go concentrated? This might be a rare case where I go concentrated. 15% output versus... Dispersed is just so good, though. Let's get started on it. These times really suck. I hate this. We need engineers too. What kind of templates are we dealing with? We have some 12 widths with artillery support. It's not much. And at this rate, it's going to take me 3,000 days to fill my infantry equipment deficit. Oh man. I hope these generals are decent. Also get some command power. That's cool. Wingardian Civil War is over, and United Communes is victorious. So we've got two communist powers rising in the south. And wow. Alright, so looks like Sombra came back, and Equestria is moving troops to the borders. Alright then. Let's get these commanders assigned. Okay, so we have Freytag, Sivert, and Virgolik. They've all... Freytag. He could... Okay, so here's our little prodigy. This guy's gonna be a field marshal of his own one day. Okay, and Sivert is reckless. These are both career officers. Okay. Damn, this guy's got big attack. Cool. Alright. So these are all meant to be future... Yeah, they're basically all meant to be future field marshals, I guess. Our little prodigies. My little prodigy, the Academy is magic. Okay. We need to switch some things here. So we're gonna give you the wreath. Keep you brown. And the mountain divisions, those are fine as yellow. I think. No, actually they shouldn't. It's gonna get confusing. Something like that. Let's give them a club. Okay. So I'm sure that a civil war is going to break out the second that I sack the commanders. See, the time has come to deal with the most senior members of the old guard. These corrupt, disloyal griffins will be removed from their posts so they can no longer threaten the Republic. We're also going to give a nice little speech. Defensive war penalty stability modifier plus 40%. Okay, so if I'm not on the attack, I'm going to get 40 more stability. Sweet. So he truly is a defender of the Republic then, isn't he? What's going on up here? They haven't chosen who they're going to go with yet. The Arcturian Order. How about the Dread League? We're gonna see vampires coming out of the north instead of skeletons. So the Sunstriker's clan has gone fascist. The sun never sets. Call of the Old One. Pawn of No One. Create a border conflict for Windford, for Elf Lake. I don't know what's going on there. What other... Okay, no, this is still the generic Griffin tree. I didn't know that Sunstriker clan had gotten its own tree yet. And there's that ear and the ire. Oh, but they immediately came to peace. Did peace. Alright, here we go. Civil War, I'm sure of it. It's coming. It's coming. I feel it in my bones. We're down to 1,300 days on this infantry equipment. Fully embrace harmonic principles. Oh. More than 51% for the NRP. Has not completed focus the Griffin tutelage. So that's when I become a proper republic? That sounds like it could be a good goal. Wait, what do I not need to take? Where is it? Oh, New Maryland broke off. So Equestria's lost both its puppets. Okay, has not completed Griffin tutelage. Where's that at so I don't accidentally take it? Griffin tutelage. Griffin tutelage. Right here. The Griffin tutelage. In order to consolidate our new dawn, we must first ensure the security of the government and our people. We must stay vigilant under the watch of President-marshal as long as... Okay, so this is where he takes control. If we go left, I'll get claims. Well, I'm a long way off from that, so I'm still waiting for this civil war to happen. We have succeeded in our great campaign of reform. We stand triumphant over the domestic crisis. There are still many problems and things to deal with the horizon, but the Republic will prevail as always. Dang, we're going to get some really nice bonuses off of this reform from finishing the reform of the military. But there was no civil war. Maybe they changed that in an update, but from games where I've just observed what's happening, it seemed like the civil war breaks out kind of frequently, and I figured that firing these guys would trigger that. Apparently not. Okay, what do we want here? Get the construction stuff or just machine tools? Okay, Phthisia's looking left right now. Let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, the provisional government is gonna get formed soon, so we're approaching the revolution in the south. So these two seem to be doing border conflicts. These are the brothers or something. So you have the Falcon and the Crescent Moon and the Falcon and the Sun. I don't know if this is supposed to be the Griffin version of Celestia versus Luna. Definitely a much smaller scale. But Sombra is in charge. The Crystal Empire is his once more. And now we just wait to see who's going to get elected down here. Are we going to see Jet Set, Gladmane, Kingfisher, or the Duke? Duke Hagel. What's going on in the rest of the world? Prywin is figuring out its foreign policy. Maybe I was worried for nothing. Reform, chain of command, military leader costs, daily political power gain multiplier. I don't think I need that right now. That can definitely wait. This common soldier is distrustful toward the government. We must reinstate loyalty and trust. Okay. Okay, this has been painless. I really thought that a civil war was going to break out. Too bad it's not daily army experience gain, although we could get this theorist, implying I'll ever have political power. Okay, I'm going to have to choose, though, loyalty to the president versus loyalty to the republic. Fire of revolution burns in every single griffin. Better, more war support, organization, and reinforce rate if I do loyalty to the president. 10% political power gain and more recovery of war support. This just seems to be objectively better. Because, oh, this is reinforce rate, not recovery rate. Loyalty to the president seems to be objectively better. Where's the harmonists at? They're at 41. So if we do take this right now, though, we'll have more than the 51% we need to fully embrace harmonic principles. I just have to ask myself, do I love democracy or do I love the republic? This is tough. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a little save file here. Just for future stuff. When I want to make a guide on this or something. Where else can I get harmonic boost? Maybe I could just take the president for now and come back later. Crisis averted. Oh, I can get a 10% over here. So there's a 10% there. And then I'll get daily democracy support over here. Although that's also for the unaligned. It seems that if I don't take loyalty to the Republic now, it's going to be a very long time before I can actually switch. Yeah, this really, if it's like the whole every Griffin believes in the Republic thing, there really should be a boost to recruitable population here. I suppose this is not as important as if I'm going to go to the tutelage or the task ahead down there. No, I think we're going to try to make this work. I feel that the Republic might be too weak without being braced by our strong president-marshal, but we'll see what happens. Getting almost an entire political power point a day right now. So that's good. And this is a really strong, the industry, this will immediately switch us to modern society. That's very, very good. We got over here the developed science base. Okay. Remove mass illiteracy. A lot of good stuff down here. Faculty of Griffonites. Alright, let's do it. Working government. And that puts them at 51, but they need to be at more than 51. Oh, no, we're good. I guess it's because it's 51 and change. Also, the Republic, you see, look, we clearly inspired the revolution down here in the south. So that's awesome. We're that cool. They said, you know what? If the president's willing to give up power to the Republic, we can do it too. Alright. Appoint civilian ministers. Cabinet reshuffle. Political costs are down for 103 days. But let's go ahead and fully embrace the harmonic principles. What just happened? We're just harmonious. We don't get a new leader. Oh, I think we lost the additional attack and defense bonuses. But okay, did I just pay that political power just to be harmonic? I don't get anything else besides that. Come on. Okay, whatever. We'll just take the proper police force now and start dealing with the chaos thing. But geez, I should get some sort of big reward. I chose democracy instead of I am the Senate. I could have done that. So I just paid 100 political power for basically nothing. Wow. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Looks like I'm just spending money for things that don't mean anything, making my job harder. But in the next episode, we'll start getting ready to, for the invasion of the Griffonian Republic and continue to appoint our new ministers and things like that. And see what happens, see if I'm just committing a slow suicide by not embracing the Generalissimo. And I'll see you guys then. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you're always notified whenever a new video in this series goes up. And I'll see you then. Bye.